they are pretty much the same, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Look at this barn find. Jesus, look at the dust on it. How long has this been in storage, Nathan?
You know, it takes years to collect this type of dust.
Anyways, what are we doing today, Nathan?
Alright, so I've been a busy bee. The XE is now fully cleaned underneath and painted. I have painted underneath the car, I've filled up a few holes, and I've painted the engine bay as well. I've got all new parts sitting there, still missing a lot, but you know, it is what it is. And we're gonna put together what we can today, get it back to a rolling car again, so then we can focus on the engine conversion and get the thing ready for drag challenge. The bay was shitting me, so I ended up painting the engine bay. I welded up a few of the holes, like the battery tray holes. There's a few holes there. There's a few holes that run along here that clip like a rubber down. I welded those up as well. This paint job is definitely not show worthy. It's just presenting well now, and that was what the goal was that I just wanted the engine bay to look presentable.
Oh, it's going to look a million times better with the engine sitting in it,
Yeah.
basically hiding everything.
Yeah, it gave me the shits, this engine bay. It was just disgusting, this car. And I'll tell you what, I can show you the drawer of wire wheels.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a messy job. Like,
Oh, you can tell it's a messy job.
it was brutal. Like, everything is just covered in the batteries. They've got like a build-up of grime on the batteries because it was just the grimiest job ever. I don't know how many nights it took me to clean it up, but anyways, it is free of junk, grease and crap, and it's all painted and clean and fresh, and I'm happy with the product, the finished result, and I'm ready to move on now. So I painted it in 2K, but I did it in 2K cans. So for those of you that don't know, you can get 2K aerosol cans. You bash in the hardener at the bottom, and then you got 8 hours to use the paint.
Really? How do you bash in the hardener? How does it work?
So comes with a little button on the lid.
Yeah.
And you just put it on there, and then you just press in the hardener.
Really?
Yeah, it's killer. This stuff is good. I did this because I've used these paints before. I've never used a gun, and I didn't want to risk it on this and put runs everywhere. I've used this a million times before, and I know how to use it. It's really easy to use. The only thing is you start to lose pressure at the bottom of the can, and then you start to lose like flow of the paint.
Yeah.
So that's why like it's quite, like I've got it glossy in some areas, in some areas it's quite misty, but
for an engine bay, it's not going to matter.
for an engine bay, it's alright. It's going to be covered with a lot of junk. But yeah, 2K cans, 2K aerosols.
I've never seen them before. I didn't know you could get that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really ingenious, isn't it?
Yeah.
So underneath, Nathan has gone ahead and pretty much done what I did on the Gemini. He went a little bit further, admittedly. He actually took all the dirt off and didn't just spray over the dirt like I did, dirt and cobwebs. And it looks absolutely immaculate. So bullet liner, if you haven't seen it, we use it a lot on the HG build. It's like a recycled rubber, and it sort of leaves like this rubbery membrane type thing. And the beauty of this is, unlike Raptor lining, where once you put it on, if you were to scratch it or chip it, you can't just touch it up on top, it won't stick to itself. This stuff, you can just keep adding layer and layer and layer on top of each other to touch up any marks or scratches or anything like that. And it's really durable, isn't it? Like, we've used it a few times now. Yeah, it looks really cool. You can spray it and you can also brush it. So I was just talking to Nathan before at the front here.
Yeah, I want to brush it in.
You'll notice that he missed a spot here, but he's done that on, intentionally, because he's going to brush that in rather than having to try and mask up around the white. It makes a lot of sense and makes things nice and easy. All of it's been done. It looks incredible. You're not going to be able to see any of this on camera because it is so black. The blue line comes out so dark and black that you can't see anything. So yeah, it looks awesome. You've done a hell of a job, Nathan. Well done. Now comes the fun bit.
Yeah,
now we get to put everything back in it.
Put junk back in it.
Yeah, put junk back in it, basically.
So the plan for today is we want to get as much as we can into this car so then we can get it off the hoist and put the donor car on the hoist. We need to rebuild the calipers. I've got brand new rotors for the front. I've got brand new suspension, lower control arms for the front. I've got all new bushes so we can put the front together. I don't have front springs yet, but that's fine. Petrol tank can go back in. We're going to put that diff in it for now because...
So that's just temporarily until we have the diff out of the donor car ready to go in, but
so
we can't.
it's going to look really ugly in there.
It is.
It's going to hurt to put that in.
What the issue with this is, the donor car diff needs to go in, but the diff for the donor car can't come out until the donor car's on hoist. The donor card needs to be able to move onto the hoist. So it needs a diff in it to do that. So that's going to go in temporarily until we get that off. Then get the donor card diff out, then put another diff into the donor card, then take the donor card diff, put that on there, and then put that into the final XC.
Yes.
Did everyone get that? So what's the graveyard of parts here?
Lucky for me, I was about to start cleaning up all these arms and everything. And then I did some Googling. And you can buy everything brand new. So I have brand new upper control arms from Rare Span. I have brand new lower control arms with a brand new camber bolt. Brand new seat saddles, spring saddles. I did have to clean up and paint the spindles. So I cleaned up and painted the spindles. Well, to be honest with you, these are for a XW, XY, XA, XB, ZA, ZG. But they're the same.
Are you sure?
I hope so.
They are pretty much the same, I think.
Oh, here we go. This is where we find out they're not. Why aren't they listed on there that they're the same?
I don't know. But they look, I seen them online and I was like, that's bang on the same. And I was like, why would they change the suspension design? So we're gonna run it anyways. Now you tell me what is wrong with that.
It looks good. My only question is it the same length?
We're gonna have a lot of camber.
You might be surprised that even they might have extended the length just a little bit.
Why would they change them? Why would they make them longer?
HQs to HZs are different.
Is that the radial tuned suspension?
That's the radial tune suspension, yeah.
Nah, they're exactly the same. They are exactly the same.
Alright, we have some stuff.
Yeah. So this is pretty much everything for the driver's side. I went and bought some bearings as well. So we can pretty much put in driver's side suspension assembly.
Yep.
Michael's going to be the first one to bolt new parts in to the freshly painted car.
Yeah, you're trusting me on that. Be ashamed if I slipped.
Poke it through. Oh yeah.
Yep. That's scary. Can we go to Spotlight quickly and get some blankets or something?
Oh well.
Oh well. Look, it's going to rip the paint. Like, especially these ones that hold the bump stop in, they always rip the paint.
Wait till I start wiring, man. I start putting all my little pins.
Oh mate. Oh look at that crazy bloody low.
But listen, you can hear the paint. Why do you think this is trans in the lower arm?
No idea. Yeah. This front suspension is, from what I'm told, is pretty much Mustang. They ran it from pretty much every Ford up. Like,
Yeah.
it's all the same up.
It looks like that came from XY, yeah?
Well, that's what it said on the listing, yeah.
It looks very much XY-ish. So we're going to put the bottom arm in now. The bottom arm has a cam adjustment bolt on it. If you've never seen one before, this bolt goes into where these little like bracket is right here, and the idea is that when you tighten it up, you can
Adjust the camber.
adjust the camber on it. You can see it does that by having these weird looking washers on it.
The old watches actually had like a degree mark on it.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is budget then, this one.
There. eBay!
There we go.
Very nice, Gary.
So, if we were to need to adjust the camber, all you do is you turn that and it brings your camber in.
Do you want to put the spindle on?
We can put the spindle on there. We're only just going to sit the spindle on because obviously that needs...
No, we can put it in completely.
No!
Yeah.
Well done, Ford. Not like a HQ where you're thinking in a die every time you're going to do this top belt.
No, we can put it in completely and just pop the spring in.
Alright, let's get this in. I do like this. This is way better doing it this way, where you don't have to worry about getting the spring in. But the issue is then you have strut towers.
Yes,
Yeah.
and strut towers don't fit, a big coyote.
Yeah.
It's all coming together.
Is it exciting, Nathan?
It really is exciting.
Oh. Oh.
What?
Oh no, I thought the movement was restricted. I thought it was hitting. Which I think it is. The control arm is hitting there. So we got to figure out where our bump stop lands.
So that is there. That's it. She'll be right. Ooh, I will see ya.
So I've had to take a break because we've had a special delivery. What's this, Nathan? Nathan can't get the smile on his face. Look at him.
All right, I'm so excited about these. So you all know I'm going back to a GL. So I hit up NPM Wheels and Raceworks, Nathan. I knew he made like steelies and stuff, and I hit him up for a set of Falcon GL stock steelies with a step band. So they're now a 15-inch wheel with a 7-inch wide dish. So it pretty much mimics a snowflake wheel, a snowflake offset, but it's Falcon GL wheel, and I freaking love them.
Look how happy.
They look so tough. So it actually got a bit of dish on it.
Honestly, it looks almost stock. You would never even know it's a modified wheel.
No, but it's just gonna have a fat 255 tucked under those beautifully painted guards. This car's gonna look sick. I just cannot wait. I'm just so excited. Oh man, everything's coming together. I just want to paint it and put it on right now, but I might get them powder coated.
Well, we don't have a diff at the moment,
properly, so. But look how tough it looks with the center cap. Oh man.
It looks good. It does look good.
Love it. All right, where are we at, Michelle?
All right, well, the front arms are in, the spindle's in, so we could probably nip them up because they're just loose at the minute. And there's no reason why we can't nip them up, so if you want to nip them up, go for it.
Yep. Do we want to put this bar in?
Yeah, I can start working on the bar if you want, so you want to start nipping it off with the bar in?
Yep.
I'm so nervous working on a car that's like actually got decent paint.
Now, there was a little foam gasket under this thing.
Not anymore.
I'm gonna go without it. I don't know what it was for. I reckon it might have been like vibration. Oh no, once that's up like that, then that, yeah, once it's at ride height. It's not at ride height. Alright, what I am going to do is I'm going to pack some wheel bearings. We've got brand new rotors for the front. Pack some bearings so we can put the rotors back on, and then we will do the calipers next. Beautiful. That'll get smacked into there. Fits beautifully.
You just know all the old school guys going, you don't need a bloody tool for that. Mush. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, you are actually. So the little bearing you can't get to push through, so you're gonna have to do this one by hand. Old school. See, we can do it both ways. GL wheels. So we know there's a technical way of doing this. We just do the old tighten her up and then loosen her up just one quarter turn. Whee!
All good?
Is there another locking bolt that goes over the top of this?
No.
Because it doesn't line up.
No, it doesn't.
Hang on, is there a washer?
Oh wait, hang on. Is there a washer under the nut?
No. I got no washer under that nut. There should be though.
There should be a washer under that nut.
We're
There's
missing
no
something.
washer though.
We forgot to put this little guy in. We were wondering why the castle nut wasn't going to line up with a hole on the stud. On the stub axle. Oh, yep.
Oh, that looks better.
That looks better. That's how it should be.
Good?
Lovely. Nice and quiet. Putting the dust caps on?
Yeah. We're done with that.
We're done with you. Look at that.
This is the good part of building cars.
Just like straight out of the factory.
Alright, that's it. Moving on up. Next up, we will do the front brakes. So I've gutted the brakes, the calipers. I've given them a paint. I got some rebuild kits here. It's pretty easy, this. It's just a couple of seals. There's like a rubber seal. There's a rubber seal that sits in there. Usually, I think when you rebuild these, you will buy a hone, a cylinder hone, and you would hone it and you would polish the piston. But we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna put a new seal in it, put a new boots on it, make it look brand new. It'll work, bada bing, bada boom. Look, there's no scores in the bores or anything.
Well, they weren't leaking or anything.
No, there's nothing wrong with them. I just put a rebuild through them purely for the sake of when I paint them, you get paint all on everything and stuff like that, and it's just a better job when you pull them apart.
Where's that O-ring go?
It sits in there. These are a real pain in the ass to put on. Because you've got to sit this slip in there. But you got to put on this too.
Hey!
Alright, you want to put the slides back on with that?
Yeah.
That's it. That's a caliper.
Look at that. Look at that. Brand new, second-hand reconditioned goodness. No.
I'll poke out the top.
No, they don't. It's to keep the spring, keep tension on.
Yeah, it pushes into those little. Yeah.
How good does it look with the brake pads and everything in it?
Bought one. Not gonna lie, I really want the Willwoods, but my budget was like, hey there, hold up, wait a minute. Ready?
Is that a hint for the folks at home? So we're going to throw in the drag link. I think it's called drag link.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a steering box, we've got to get that sent away for repair or reconditioning.
Yep.
But we're going to throw this in so that if we do get this thing off the hoist, we can at least steer it somewhat.
Yeah, we can just kick the wheels.
The wheels will talk to each other somewhat.
Yep.
So Nate's going to throw that in. And while he does that, I might start prepping this. What do you reckon?
Yep, sounds good.
It looks so new under here.
Pretty sure it busted the inside. It's a wee bit odd, but you know, it is what it is, going up.
Alright, so while Nathan does his best Cockney accent over there, I'm going to start getting our placeholder diff set up. Like I said, it is a placeholder that's only just going back in because the logistics of trying to get a car off the hoist without having diffing it is too hard, and we're not going to have access to the new diff until we strip the donor car. So, we have McDonald's Bros arms going in. We've used these in the Fairlane. The Fairlane is the same ones?
Yep.
Not? Yep. So bottom arm is not adjustable, but the top arm is adjustable. That's the good thing about it, because then we can set our pinion angle and get all fancy like that. Nathan is informing me that you can buy lower adjustable arms if you so desire. Anyway, let's throw these in. Get the old ones off, throw new ones in. We'll throw the diff in. Which side does the adjustment go? It gets in towards the car? Nope, it goes that way. Otherwise it would hit the coil. I think it's kind of pointless putting all this nice stuff on an old shitty diff, but alright, so I've swapped over the arms, so now what we're going to do is get ready to put the diff back in. The XYZ coilovers that people have been asking about, what coilovers did you have in the back of this thing, Nathan? It is XYZs.
Yep.
They look like a fairly old one. Are they old as a kit or something like that? Because a lot of people seem to be struggling to get one.
No, you can't get them anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're done. I don't know why they've stopped, but you actually can't buy them anymore. So I don't know where to buy coilovers for an E-Series type setup anymore.
Yeah, because our inbox has been flooded with people asking where do we get these, and yeah, you can't seem to get them anymore.
Because everyone wants that hella stance. Slap these back in, these can stay in.
Yeah, we're not going to swap these out, they still work, so they're fine. Oh, back in the boot.
Yeah.
Done.
understood.
Hey, me walk further. Good crane.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, look, it's not going to go anywhere, but
It's better than the other thing.
I've tried to keep everything together as much as.
Come on.
You can do it.
All right, the diff has only just been put in. It's not even, haven't even got all the bolts in it yet.
I need to see if they fit. That was sick.
Man, I wish I had tyres on it.
Killer. Like once the tire bulges.
It's right in the center.
Yeah.
Can you just tell, the specs are it's a snowflake, yeah?
Snowflake. So if you want to get these wheels done, which you better not because you're copying me, they are snowflake offset.
Yep.
So they're 15x7, which is a snowflake, and the offset is snowflake offset.
So before anyone goes and slams the inboxes with what tyre size and what rim are you running, that's your answer, because that is the, out of all the things you ever get asked, it's always, what's the offset and what size tyres are you running on the Fairlane or the LSQ or the G&W? And I don't know them all, he does. So message him.
So it is a snowflake offset. I know that I can fit a snowflake wheel with a 255 and have a car absolutely on its guts. So, and it doesn't scrub. That's what it is. And that looks sick, man.
You happy?
They actually look good like that gunmetal-y colour.
They do.
Instead of like silver.
They do.
I don't know what to do.
All right, well, that's pretty much it, I reckon.
Yeah, that's it for this episode. Wasn't much, but there's a lot happening off camera on this car, like I've said from the beginning. If you do want to know more of a few little things that I've done, just message Michael. I'm sure he'll...
Message him. I can't feel the comments.
Just message me if there's anything you do want to know, and I'll try and get back to it. But yeah, no, I'm stoked with how it's going. This is exactly how I envisioned it. I wanted everything to be beautiful, clean, and new, and glossy, and I'm just really happy with how it's coming together. So the front is pretty much all done. I've just got to pop the springs in it when I get them, and then I've got to start putting the brakes back together on this car, put the booster back in it, put the master cylinder back in it, put all that stuff back in it, without spilling brake fluid all over my brand new paint job.
Really, we're not far now from putting the engine in it. Once we strip the donor car.
No, pretty much once we strip the car, it can go straight into this car. There is nothing stopping this from seeing an engine. Yeah.
If you like this episode, like, subscribe.
Yeah,
head on over to the website, buy a t-shirt, buy a hoodie, a fender cover, all that stuff. Goes a long way at helping us get this thing to drag challenge. Other than that, word of the day. We got word of the day?
Sexy.
Sexy? Really? That's what you... Sexy? Yeah. All right, sexy it is.
The sexy. That's what it is.
The sexy.
It's sexy. Actually,
Yeah.
I want to change. I want to get these bolts brand new too. Let's see if I can.
You need to write a list,
I
son.
don't have time to. So yeah, that's it. We'll see you in the next episode.
Wow. It almost looks as good as the Gemini.
Oh yeah, don't even compare this to the Gemini. I was going to clear coat these so they're glossy, but where do you stop, honestly? Tony came past the other day and dropped off me brand new Ford badges. Alloy head for the guards, the bonnet badge, mine is chipped, the boot badge, and the Falcon GL on the boot. Full grandpa, mate.
Technically, it's still an alloy head, isn't it, I guess?
Yeah, I guess technically it is.
Going to, so.
Yeah.
All right.
Because, LS has come with alloy heads, so.
They do. So do Godzillas.
So do
Coyotes.
So does everything.
Yeah. A rumor that I heard once upon a time that, you know that XC Cobras? You know how they're white with a blue stripe?
Yeah.
I've heard a rumor that they were actually painted blue first and then the white was painted over it.
So they just covered up the blue.
Yeah, they covered it with blue. I heard a rumor. Can anyone confirm that? Because if they did, that's a hell of a way of going about putting blue stripes on a car.
Now this run right here was not me. That's factory.
Uh-huh.
It was not me.
Have a look at the power stands on him at the moment.
Have people seen the videos where they re-grease the third wheel or the hitch on trucks?
Oh, when they...
Is it a third wheel? Is that what they call it?
The turntable.
Turntable, yeah. And they just grab it and then slap it on. It's like it's like apple green.
Yeah.
It's so cool, so satisfying.
I got the washer in my pocket.
I gotta wash it in my bag.
Oh wow, we really did.
She'd be right.
I just I styled the camber off the same settings that Mackie has the XY.
Oh yeah. This is gonna be better than the XY.
Oh.
You gotta pop it.
You got a what? What? Since when do they do that?
Always.
No.
I really hope you haven't thrown out bottles of Loctite.
Probably have. Or I've been getting a pin going, oh come on you stupid thing, and putting it through there. There you go, learn something new every day folks. You gotta pop the top. Scratching the pain with my ratchet. All the hard work that he did. You know what I find about doing the job you're doing right there?
What?
Such a drag.
I don't know, man. I just want the Scooby snacks, man.
Nah, Shaggy's more high pitched. Like this, I would say. Oh gee, Scoop, what are we gonna do? My foot's there so you can't do it. Don't worry, I thought about it.
I sanded and clear coated the fill line.
Of course you did. Because that's what's important right now.